Coming up this hour on Sunrise, the showdown continues in Austin after several Democrats left the state to stop a special session on redistricting. Plus,
what do librarians, teachers, and parents all have in common? They depend on public media. I'm Alexis Scott, telling you why KEDT says federal funding cuts could silence their voice to the community.
I'm Tony Jaramillo in Port Aransas. A resident has concerns about this campsite. I'll show you what those concerns are and how the county is responding to them.
good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. You're waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Oh, we are halfway there. So excited. Halfway through the week, and we got a lot to talk about because the weather may have changed just slightly, too. For more on that, Ms. Julia Quade is standing by. Plus, a look at the roadways as you're just heading out this morning.
Good morning.
Hey there. Good morning, you guys. So, yeah, we're going to be looking at a little bit less of our rain chances now ahead for us today and for this upcoming weekend. Things will start to change a little bit in that front with high pressure beginning to dominate in our forecast. So that's going to kind of make it a little bit difficult for rain chances to look truly promising for us throughout the remainder of our work week. But right now, taking a look at our traffic flow maps here to get you an idea what you can expect on those roadways heading out the door. Going on Ocean Drive down to SPID and on Saratoga, all three of those roadways moving well for you to head out the door right now this morning. Moving on over towards Flower Bluff, looking clear heading on Waldron Road and on Flower Bluff Drive. Once you start to approach the gate though at NAS Corpus Christi, you can see a little bit of a mix of medium to slow speeds that you're going to encounter there, but nothing like we saw maybe about a half hour ago where there was a little bit more heavier congestion happening in that area, but things have cleared up and improved since in the past few minutes. Now heading now onto the JFK Causeway though, going to and from the island, you're looking at again pretty smooth driving conditions heading out the door, going to from the island there on the JFK Causeway. More details though you can expect in your forecast coming up in the next few minutes.
Julia, thank you for that. We're going to check back in with you in just a little bit, but first, the latest from the state capitol, where Governor Greg Abbott is asking the Texas Supreme Court to kick one Democratic lawmaker out of office. Abbott filed an emergency petition on Tuesday to remove Representative Gene Wu, calling him a ringleader in what Abbott says was an effort to block a vote on redistricting. More than 50 Democrats left the state on Sunday to keep the House from having enough lawmakers to vote on the redistricting. In a statement, Wu defended the decision to leave the state, saying he is serving his constituents and fulfilling his oath. No word yet on whether the Democrats plan to return. Well, the special session is scheduled to conclude on August 19th, and time is running out for the 18 items on the agenda. 4 of them were placed in response to the deadly July 4th flooding disaster in Central Texas. Other items on the agenda include eliminating the STAR test, property tax cuts, regulating THC, a crackdown on abortion pills, and the so-called bathroom bill. Before leaving the state, Democrats tried to push up these votes on these items before redistricting vote. Republicans denied this request. So under Texas law, the governor can just simply call for as many special sessions as he wants.
Here in your neighborhood, the American Bank Center will have a new name come September 1st, the Hillard Center. Oakview Group announced on Tuesday that the Hillard law firm officially acquired the naming rights. The selection was surrounded with controversy, though. The Hillard law firm offered $13 million for the naming rights, while Thomas J. Henry offered $20 million. OVG said some sponsors had threatened to walk away if Henry got the naming rights. Chris 6 News reached out to Thomas J. Henry after the announcement, but his office said he had no interest in commenting any further. But the naming rights drama has landed the Oakview Group in the hot seat with some council members. At their July 15th meeting, some members raised concerns about OVG's integrity after the company's CEO was indicted over allegations of big bid rigging in Austin. OVG's contract to manage the American Bank Center expires in 2027, but some council members raised the possibility of terminating their contract. That contract is expected to be discussed later this month.
Whether it's a kid learning to read or a librarian helping a student with a research project, public media is a powerful role in our community. But now KEDT says that role is at risk due to federal funding. KEDT is the region's PBS and NPR affiliate. At least 39% of the station's operations relies on federal funds provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. The money supports educational shows, local reporting, and community partnerships with schools and libraries. Although the funding was already approved by Congress, the Trump administration advised to freeze the money. However, that decision has changed as of Friday, and the funds are now being released. Uncertainty like this causes concern for the future of funding for public media like KEDT.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter in Port Aransas. The I.B. McGee Beach Park reopened in March of 2024 after it was devastated by Hurricane Harvey. A resident says it's having issues like a broken elevator, so I took those concerns to county officials. Nancy Hamilton shared her frustrations with me about I.B. McGee Beach Park. Her biggest concern, she was told the elevator that goes up 3 floors has been down for over a year. Hamilton also showed me rusted nails on the railings on the observation deck and a lack of picnic tables at the campsites. She questions why the county is expanding the park instead of fixing current problems. I reached out to Nueces County Coastal Parks Director Scott Cross, who says the elevator has only been down for 4 to 5 months. He adds that they're waiting on a back-ordered part. He says they should have an update this week on when it'll arrive. As far as the rust, he calls it deferred maintenance that gets handled in the fall.
Everything is sound.
Cross says a $7.5 million expansion is funded by a federal grant with a deadline. The project will add about 25 RV sites and tent camping and has nothing to do with the broken elevator. The expansion of this campsite is expected to be completed by February of 2027. In Port Aransas, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Wednesday. So we're only going to see that humidity begin to increase after today, heading towards the remainder of your work week. That's also going to lead towards an increase in our heat danger and heat risk coming back to the forecast. And now we're going to start to see a dwindling in our rain chances beginning today. But there is a chance we could see a couple stray showers pop on throughout some northern neighborhoods by this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get into what else you can expect right now. Heading out the door to get your morning started, looking at warm conditions across the coastal bend. I promise you it is humid out there and muggy already this morning. Air temperature still sitting towards those upper 70s to low 80s across the coastal bend right now. So a warm start for us on this Wednesday morning with more of that heat and humidity only going to pack on in as we head towards this afternoon. Taking a look at our hour by hour forecast, looking at some partly cloudy skies all throughout the day. Going to see ample sunshine, but just a mix of that cloud cover hanging on in the forecast as well throughout the day. Temperatures increasing towards those lower 90s by the time we reach midday at 11 o'clock this morning, and then starting to approach those mid 90s by lunchtime and starting to approach around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Wind speeds will be for the most part on the lighter side all throughout the day, only going to reach towards around maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour, topping out in that range. But looking at our forecast high temperature, reaching to 97 degrees here in Corpus Christi. Still going to be a hot one, still going to be muggy for us, especially with that moisture still continuing to be in place, whether or not we get that shower activity. But again, expecting maybe some stray thunder showers impacting northern communities as we head towards this afternoon with the help of that sea breeze. So looking at our rain chances over the next 24 hours, can see those rain chances start to pick up a little bit close towards lunchtime over the course of the lunchtime and afternoon hours, then decreasing as we start to approach the early evening at 6 o'clock. All of us will see a bit of a decrease of those rain chances, and then things will probably remain for the most part on the drier side as we start to see that moisture start to decrease for us as we look ahead towards the upcoming days, beginning tomorrow on our Thursday, then lasting on your Friday and Saturday with a little bit of a drier weather pattern because of high pressure that's going to begin dominating our area here in the coastal bend beginning today, extending towards tomorrow, and again for your upcoming Thursday and Friday. So that means that doesn't promote much of any rainfall in the forecast. So that's why beginning today, our rain chances are going to begin to drop, but that moisture and humidity is still going to be present. So that's just going to translate towards an increase in our heat danger and heat risk. So we'll see a return of those feel-like temperatures starting to approach those 110s. So again, looking at more of that heat and above average temperatures ahead for this weekend.
I'm Joe St. George in Washington. Has President Trump's efforts to recruit more ICE agents rubbed local sheriffs the wrong way? We explain a brewing controversy among law enforcement agencies next.
Welcome back, folks. It is 6:12, taking a live look from our SPID Skycam. If you're just hitting the roads, it's starting to pick up a little bit, but we're not seeing any major issues yet. We're going to be checking in with master meteorologist and traffic czar Julia Quade in just a little bit. She is standing by to look at that forecast, but first we have some national news to get to. So this morning, the Scripps News Group is learning that the White House has apologized to the National Sheriff's Association after efforts to recruit new ICE agents have offended some in law enforcement.
Our Joe St. George looks at how the push to recruit more ICE agents is leaving some sheriffs fearing ICE may take their best deputies as they're unable to compete with ICE's new sign-on bonuses and benefits.
Yeah.
If you open up your laptop and head to usajobs.gov, you'll see a lot of openings, specifically for immigration and customs enforcement, better known as ICE. Want to be a deportation officer? There are openings in multiple locations. This post says salaries start at $49,000. Want to be a criminal investigator or attorney for ICE? There are multiple openings for those jobs, too. Join.ice.gov lays out the new benefits even more. Under an Uncle Sam America Needs You logo, there is a promise of a $50,000 signing bonus, $60,000 for student loan repayment, and the opportunity for premium pay. This push is the result of President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill that became law in July, which authorized the hiring of 10,000 new ICE agents. In recent days, you may have seen the social media push from the White House and from officials reminding Americans that they don't need a college degree. Even U.S. senators have gotten involved, like Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee.
The benefits are great.
But not everyone is pleased with ICE's recruitment tactics.
Disappointing beyond words, to be honest with you, and quite honestly, too, it's an embarrassment to the president.
Jonathan Thompson is the executive director of the National Sheriff's Association, and he says ICE's efforts to lure local deputies away has alienated many. In one instance, recruiters got a list of emails from a deputy training seminar.
This was just a very poor way to express their support for us by turning around and saying, hey, let us take your deputies, then your jail and your operations will be understaffed, and sorry, it's your problem.
Can sheriff departments compete with all of these bonuses and incentives?
Very unlikely. I mean, I've heard of bonuses in the neighborhood of $10,000, but $50,000 over 3 years it's not feasible.
Thompson speculates that ICE may be struggling to recruit because all of law enforcement is struggling.
I did receive an apology from the White House. A very, very senior staffer apologized profusely on behalf of the president.
ICE, however, appears to be having some recruitment success. A recent press release shows 1,000 job offers were made in July alone. All these new ICE agents are needed to fulfill what White House aides have called a goal of 3,000 deportations a day, although the Justice Department has denied any quotas exist. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Heading out the door, you're going to feel that weighted blanket of that moisture and humidity out there, making things feel very muggy right now once you head outside your door. Air temperatures are kind of following suit as well, already reaching in towards a bit of a warm zone into the upper 70s and lower 80s across our neighborhoods. And along with that, that's going to see a bit of an increase in our heat danger and heat risk beginning today and extending towards the end of our work week. Right now, taking a look at our current conditions, though, across the area. Here in Corpus Christi, sitting at 77 degrees. Beeville also matching at that current air temperature. 82 in Port Aransas, 81 in Rockport, 76 in Alts and Kingsville, and 81 right now, waking up and starting your day over in the Bluff. We're all having considerably light wind speeds right now coming in from the south-southeast, going anywhere between maybe calm or even up to 6 miles an hour winds here being clocked over in Corpus Christi. We're also seeing a bit of a decent view of visibility across the area, thankfully, too. That's also can be tied towards that moisture and humidity in place as well. Taking a look at our hourly planner here, we'll still see a lot of some cloud cover to start us off this morning, eventually looking at mostly sunny skies potentially, but still a decent mix of that cloud cover is going to be maintained all throughout the day today. Temperatures reaching into those low 90s by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, approaching, of course, reaching anywhere between those mid to upper 90s for our afternoon high temperature. Here in Corpus Christi, going to see a high temperature of 97 degrees. Also, our wind speeds picking up to nearby 15 miles an hour as we approach the afternoon to early evening. And looking at, again, going to see a high temperature of 97 degrees here in Corpus Christi, but still will have the chance to see a couple stray showers and maybe potentially some thunder showers throughout some northern portions of the coastal bend. They're going to be stray at best, not really expecting much of any beneficial rainfall today or for the upcoming days ahead as we end the second half of our work week. Again, only stray showers possible over the course of our afternoon, then decreasing with those rain chances ahead for us during the evening hours. hours. And then ahead for tomorrow and the day after that, rain chances not looking very promising thereafter, with thanks to high pressure that's going to begin to dominate our forecast. That doesn't promote any rainfall for us. It promotes, in fact, more sunshine, but that moisture and humidity is still going to be in place, but that's just going to translate towards more of an increase in our heat danger and heat risk. They'll go up back towards that major zone ahead for us today, and then that major zone will start to spread out and expand over the next few days, heading towards your upcoming Friday and heading towards the weekend as well. Not looking at much of any promising rain chances there either, with more sunshine on the way and temperatures still maintaining towards those mid to upper 90s.
With the start of school approaching, it could be financially a stressful time of the year. I'm Stephanie Molina in Corpus Christi, where I spoke to parents about how they're financing back-to-school shopping.
And the prices at the grocery stores are stressing everyone out these days. Coming up after the break, though, I have a look at the cheapest grocery prices around the coastal bend. Welcome back, everyone. We are talking about grocery prices right now because we see those headlines, right? Things like tomatoes and avocados will be going up because of tariffs, but I'm going to show you that some things are actually on their way down when it comes to prices. Now, remember, all these prices are as of the retailers' websites as of this morning. Checking it out, though, with a price of eggs, a carton of eggs, I should say. Target comes in third place, $2.79. Second place is Walmart at $2.72. They got knocked off their top spot by H-E-B, who reduced their prices recently, $2.67 there. Onto a loaf of bread. Third place goes to Target, sitting at $1.49. Then Walmart sitting at $1.27, and then H-E-B, well, that's sitting at $1.25. Again, they knocked down their prices for this one too. Next up, gallon of milk. These have also changed. Walmart and H-E-B are actually tied for second and third place at $2.94. First place is Target at $2.69. They also recently decreased their prices. Wrapping things up, though, let's bring in that protein. A pound of ground beef at Target is going to cost you $5.39, and then H-E-B comes in at second place at $4.79. They reduced their prices as well, but not as much as Walmart did since last week. They're sitting at $4.44 in that top spot. As always, if you can find cheaper prices than these guys, it might be worth stopping and filling up your cart while you can.
Alrighty, good morning. Taking a live look outside now of our first Community Bank Skycam atop the USS Lexington, where you can see traffic flow happening on both the old and new harbor bridges. And on the new harbor bridge, heading north and southbound, looking at pretty easy driving conditions, but a little bit more busy, of course. Heading on to the old harbor bridge, if you're going northbound towards the North Beach, looking at very slow traffic flow right now, just maybe one or two cars going on by at the moment. So pretty easy, smooth conditions happening on both of our bridges at the moment. Now let's go ahead and move on to other areas so you can see where your traffic flow is looking on other roadways. Heading on Ocean Drive down to SPID and on Saratoga, all three of those roadways moving pretty smoothly this morning. Heading on over now to Flower Bluff, got a little bit of a medium speed that you might see throughout portions of Waldron Road. All clear though, heading on Flower Bluff Drive right now. And as you start to approach the gate at NAS Corpus Christi, looking at a smidgen bit of a medium speed that you might see there too. And onto the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, looking at easy driving conditions to get you started on this Wednesday morning. That's it for the Traport. With details of your forecast coming up.
Tackling vaping in schools. I'm Michaela Chavez downtown. I'll tell you what parents and school districts need to know ahead of the new school year.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Good morning and welcome back. Taking a live look outside now from our view of Snoopy Spear Skycam, sponsored by CCAC. You can make out those partly cloudy skies. Got that sunrise happening beyond the JFK Causeway right now with those hints of yellow, a little bit of orange mixed in there too. Really beautiful and picturesque. Now it's going to feel very oppressively humid right now, though. As soon as you step outside your door, that humidity is now translating towards a bit of an increase in terms of how things are going to feel to your body as we head towards this afternoon. Also going to see a bit of a return of our feel-like temperatures starting to approach nearby the 110s because of that increase in moisture and humidity in the area. And now let's go ahead and take a look at what else you can expect in your forecast today here at a glance. Like I said, it's going to be hot and muggy for us today. Going to see those air temperatures reaching into those mid to upper 90s, especially for areas that aren't going to see much of that rainfall, those stray showers that are expected by this afternoon. You're really going to see a better chance and a higher likelihood of your air temperatures approaching those upper 90s. And along with that heat and humidity that's going to be in place, we'll see a return of our heat risk starting to go up toward those higher levels, up to that minor to moderate or even major risk of heat danger expected today and expanding to other neighborhoods ahead for us tomorrow and for your Friday. And again, looking at a little bit decrease in a dwindling of our rain chances beginning today, extending throughout the remainder of our work week. But today, expecting, I should say, a bit of a chance of seeing stray thunder showers possible for northern neighborhoods. I'll show you that view in just a few more moments. Right now, taking a look at our temperatures and feel like temperatures across the area, reaching into those upper 70s to lower 80s across the coastal bend. So a warm start for us right now this morning, but things will only start to warm up even more as we head towards this afternoon, eventually reaching those lower 90s by 11 o'clock this morning. Also see an increase in our wind speeds coming in still from the southeast, of course, tied towards that moisture coming into the area right now. So we can see our wind speeds clocking nearby 15 miles an hour as we approach the afternoon. Now, again, the time frame that we're expecting for our shower activity, that's going to be during the afternoon hours as well, timed out with the help of that sea breeze. But again, not looking at truly promising or beneficial rainfall. Stray showers at best that will start to make their way in around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, passing through by Refugio, and maybe a couple more showers passing throughout some of our northern and more inland neighborhoods like areas nearby B County as well as Lake City, part of Live Oaks County, as well as just a little bit north of Alice and Jim Wells. But then the shower activity is going to quickly wrap up at the time we hit around 6 or 7 o'clock this evening, looking at more drier and clearer skies ahead for us as we head towards our late nighttime hours. And our rain chances will continue to be stray at best ahead for us tomorrow and on our Friday and Saturday. Now looking at really promising or beneficial rainfall expected for the second half of our work week heading towards this weekend. And this is all going to be tied towards an increase of high pressure starting to dominate our area here in the coastal bend. And as we all know, high pressure does promote sunshine and more heat and humidity. So we'll see a return of our temperatures also reaching back up into those upper 90s for our forecast high temperatures during the afternoon. And that moisture and humidity, while it's not going to translate towards rain chances for us for the upcoming days, now it's going to look more into that increase of our heat danger and heat risk ahead for us today, tomorrow, and for your Friday. Only going to start to see that heat risk and heat danger begin to expand more and more to more inland neighborhoods ahead for us to the end of our work week. So we'll see a return of our feel like temperatures going back nearby those 110s for us beginning today, extending towards your upcoming weekend. But still, again, maybe a stray shower or two is possible today, ahead for us tomorrow, maybe two, with the help of that afternoon sea breeze. But other than that, look at more sunshine and more summer-like temperatures in those upper 90s.
Wounded in war, but sometimes forgotten at home. Coming up in this week's Veterans in Focus, I'll show you why a local group wants you to remember Purple Heart recipients this month.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Good morning, Marilena Garza with the Free Store Corpus Christi. I want to wish a great morning to all my neighbors, family, and friends. And remember, kindness makes the difference.
Yes, it does. Marilena Garza with a Free Store reminding us all to just take a moment and be kind to one another. We hope you have a great day as well. And hey, folks, if you want to send in your own shout out, you can do so by scanning that QR code you see on your screen or head on over to our website. That's christv.com.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
There's a day set aside to recognize Purple Heart recipients, service members who were wounded or killed in action. But here in the Coastal Bend, one local group is asking the community to do more than just mark a date on the calendar. They want you to help keep these stories alive, not just for a day, but for a whole month.
One of the ways that you earn the Purple Heart is by being killed in action. And there's some people that walked away with visible scars, loss of limbs.
Purple Heart Day is officially recognized nationwide on August 7th. But for Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 598, that's just the start. They're using the entire month to bring attention to those whose sacrifices aren't always seen in a headline.
The old adage is that you die twice. Once when your body leaves, and then the second time is when nobody says your name anymore, right? And we want to ensure that that never happens. We want to ensure that the people from our community, the Coastal Bend, that their names are always said and they're always remembered for generations to come.
Throughout August, the group is hosting events to make sure that memory sticks, like a ceremony at the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History on August 9th.
We got the Veterans Band. We have Emma James from London singing with us. We have a great lineup, and I think it's going to be a great time.
That same evening, the Wounded Heroes are also taking part in Purple Heart Night at the Hooks game. And on Saturday, August 16th, CrossFit Cohen will host a special hero workout in honor of a U.S. Army veteran.
Unfortunately, Unfortunately, we lost one of our chapter members, Mr. Amador Duran. Mr. Duran was like super into fitness, just very dedicated to the community and to his time in service.
Everyone is invited because Barker says this isn't about war stories, it's about life legacy and the mark people leave behind.
It's also a time to celebrate. If it's for someone that had passed away, it's a time to celebrate their life and what they accomplished and continue their legacy. Those that are injured that came back with scars or loss of limb, it's a time of celebration. You survived that day, you know, and you're kind of looking for what's next. What can I do with my time here on Earth?
And folks, if you've been following the Purple Heart exhibit we've been covering, the opening has been delayed, but according to Barker, it's still happening and currently in the design phase. There's still time to submit a Purple Heart recipient to be featured in the final display. So for details on that and all the upcoming events, visit our website, christv.com.
Hey there, good morning, happy Wednesday. Here's what you can expect in your forecast today here at a glance. Looking at more hot and muggy conditions expected today. Temperatures are going to reach towards those mid to upper 90s, especially for areas that won't be seeing much of that stray rain event that we're looking to expect head for us by the time we reach this afternoon. So along with that increase in moisture and humidity, that's now not going to necessarily be including rain chances, but now just that oppressive heat. We'll see along with that an increase of our heat risk and heat danger returning back into the area, anywhere between that minor to major risk expected by that front. And also again, looking at a decrease in a dwindling of our rain chances, only expecting stray showers possible for northern neighborhoods ahead for this by the time we reach this afternoon. But again, very stray in nature, not expecting anything significant. Maybe at the most, maybe some coastal and northern neighborhoods, again, seeing a couple passing showers over the course of our afternoon before our rain chances start to really decrease ahead for us as we start to approach the evening hours. And thereafter, again, not really going to be looking at very promising rain opportunities ahead for us towards the end of your work week. Just looking at more of an increase of those temperatures, reaching back up towards those mid to upper 90s. Feel like temperatures also approaching nearby that range into the 110s yet again. And that's going to continue ahead for us towards this upcoming weekend.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of non-stop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. We'll check in with meteorologist Julia Quady in just a bit. But first, it's the first day of school for our neighbors at Mathis ISD, and we want to wish all of the teachers and students a great day.
It's going to be a great one. And for CCISD, the first day of school is on Monday. This year will be a bit different as district officials recently approved a ban on cell phones during school hours. But there are still some questions about implementation consequences and exceptions, of course. On Monday, the CCISD board members will discuss these details with the goal of having a clear policy in place, which will be included in the Student Code of Conduct. Due to the House Bill 1481, other school districts in the Coastal Bend have also voted to prohibit the use of cell phones. The bill requires all Texas school districts to prohibit K through 12 grade students from using electronic devices during school hours.
Parents, let's face it. Vaping blows, and over the past few years, it's been a big problem in schools here. I'm Michaela Chavez, your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter downtown. I'll show you how some are changing their approach in hopes of keeping them out of the classroom.
It's a well-known fact that smoking, just tobacco in general, is pretty bad.
Vaping became popular a few years back.
So the notion that vaping might be less harmful was exciting.
But as officials, schools, and even some parents learn more, it's becoming clear that vaping may be just as dangerous.
These kids have been vaping for a year, 2 years, and now the body is telling them, I am sick.
Nueces County Judge Joe Benavides knows this firsthand. He says he sees about 1,000 vaping-related cases a year, mostly middle and high schoolers.
CCISD, Toloso, Cal Allen.
While the numbers have not increased, he's caught on to something.
I spoke to him one-on-one and asked him, do you think vaping is addictive? And a lot of the kids replied that yes, it is, and it's very hard to get off of it.
Some students admit they can't stop.
I've seen people with the little pants go after and after and after, and I feel like an addiction will always be there.
It's something parents like Jacob Rosen say sound all too familiar.
I've got a friend that started smoking cigarettes when he was 14, right? And he said he wasn't able to kick it till he was almost 40.
Rosen tries to be mindful of what his own kids are exposed to. He believes the solution starts with awareness.
Obviously, the best remedy is not starting. So maybe from the get-go, it's the education.
Judge Benavides agrees.
I'm on the board of the American Heart Association, and we're going to be going to schools presenting the harmful effects of vaping.
Judge Benavides says it's more than a disciplinary issue, it's a medical one.
I just told them to go see some type of medical doctor to help them, or counselors that could help them out.
Right now, he's working with local doctors to find ways to not only prevent vaping, but support kids already struggling.
Knowledge is power, but once we have that information, that power, it's to each individual to decide whether or not they do or not.
Parents, if you have concerns about vaping or any other school issue, Judge Benavides will be hosting a presentation on Saturday, August 30th, and we'll have that information for you on our website. With your neighborhood news downtown, I'm your Sunrise reporter, Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 Sunrise.
Michaela, thank you very much. So, starting up September 1st, most disposable e-cigs and THC vapes will actually be taken off shelves right here in Texas.
Senate Bill 2024 was signed into law in June by Governor Greg Abbott, and it bans sales of certain e-cig products. It includes those made in foreign countries like China. Vapes with products other than nicotine, and bans vapes that look like household items like toys or cosmetics that particularly appeal to minors. Those who violate the law could face a Class A misdemeanor with fines of up to $4,000 and even jail time.
The National Retail Federation says about 67% of consumers have started their back-to-school shopping. I'm Stephanie Molina, your neighborhood news reporter in Corpus Christi, speaking with parents about financing back-to-school shopping. But what do experts recommend? Stress is what a lot of parents are feeling as they try to finish back-to-school shopping. And this year, they're feeling it even more on their wallet. According to the National Retail Federation, 72% of consumers expect to see higher prices when back-to-school shopping. That's why parents like Lindsay Ano are doing what they can with what they have. And if you haven't finished shopping, the state's annual sales tax holiday kicks off this Friday.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We made it to the midway point of our work week, and things are going to change a little bit in the forecast for the second half of our work week heading towards this upcoming weekend. Our rain chances are going to begin to fall off and dwindle a bit, and replacing that will still be that moisture and humidity, but it's going to tie more towards an increase in our feel like temperatures, and our heat risk and heat danger starting to increase for us as well. Right now, let's go ahead and take a look at our Snoopy Spears Skycam sponsored by CCAC. We see a mix of that sunrise coming in with some partly cloudy skies this morning. Those clouds are going to stick around throughout most of our day, leading towards a continuation of those partly cloudy skies, but still plenty of chances to see that sunshine come on throughout the day. Right now, getting a bit of a warm start, temperatures reaching into the upper 70s to low 80s for areas that are along the coast, and things are just going to continue to heat up for us here in the coastal bend thereafter. By this afternoon, going to have our afternoon high temperature of 97 degrees here in Corpus Christi, so still expecting some hot temperatures here in the forecast, and a bit of a dwindling of our rain chances, but still expecting stray thunder showers possible, especially for northern and inland neighborhoods. So we're going to see that really possible for us ahead for us this afternoon. A little bit close towards lunchtime, we're looking at mostly northern neighborhoods nearby B County, Refugio, and Live Oaks County having a better chance of seeing those stray showers during the afternoon, then all of us seeing a decrease of our rain chances ahead for us as we look ahead towards the early evening hours by 6 o'clock and heading towards the overnight. Now, the change in our forecast is going to allow our rain chances to taper off and fall out of our forecast here is because of high pressure that's going to begin to dominate our area here in the coastal bend today, head for us tomorrow, and for us on our Friday. So that's going to lead to increase of that temperature going back up towards those upper 90s as we expect them to do today. And again, that moisture is still going to be in place, even though it's not going to translate towards rain chances. Instead, that humidity is now going to be translated towards higher feel-like temperatures and an increase in our heat danger beginning today. Anywhere between that moderate to major risk expected today. Tomorrow, going to see more of an expansion of that major heat risk coming in for inland neighborhoods nearby Flowerton, Cotulla, and Freer. That's also going to last ahead for us tomorrow and into your Friday, heading towards this upcoming weekend. So dangerous heat is going to kind of be back in the forecast for us, along with those continuation of those near above average temperatures and likely warmer conditions expected for us here in the coastal bend, looking at our 6 to 10 day outlook. So things won't be changing in terms of our forecast here on out going towards this upcoming weekend. Just a dwindling of those rain chances and looking at more possible heat and heat danger increasing towards this upcoming weekend.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
So today marks 80 years since the United States dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan. The day was August 6, 1945. The weapon, nicknamed Little Boy, killed 140,000 people in Hiroshima by the end of the year. The bombing was followed by another in Nagasaki 3 days later, where tens of thousands more people died. The nuclear attacks led to Japan's surrender on August 15, 1945, and the end of World War II.
Governor Greg Abbott is asking the Texas Supreme Court to kick one Democratic lawmaker out of office. Abbott filed an emergency petition on Tuesday to remove Representative Gene Wu, calling him a ringleader in what Abbott says was an effort to block a vote on redistricting. More than 50 Democrats left the state on Sunday to keep the House from having enough lawmakers to vote on the redistricting. In a statement, Wu defended the decision to leave the state, saying he's serving his constituents. No word yet on whether the Democrats plan to return.
Well, a federal judge is set to hear arguments today in a lawsuit over the so-called alligator Alcatraz. The lawsuit was filed by environmental groups who are seeking to block the immigration detention facility from operating. They claim that the state violated the National Environmental Policy Act by not undergoing an environmental impact review and a public comment period. The environmental groups say that the facility is surrounded by the Everglades Nature Preserve and Big Cypress National Preserve and is one of the most fragile ecosystems in the country.
In your neighborhood, the American Bank Center will have a new name come September 1st, the Hillard Center. Oakview Group announced on Tuesday that the Hillard law firm officially acquired the naming rights. The selection was surrounded with controversy, though. The Hillard law firm offered $13 million for the naming rights, while Thomas J. Henry offered $20 million. OVG said some sponsors had threatened to walk away if Henry got the naming rights. Chris 6 News reached out to Thomas J. Henry after the announcement, but his office said he had no interest in commenting any further.
Well, the suspect in Saturday night's shooting over at a party on the south side has been arrested. According to police, a juvenile was arrested in Victoria, Texas on Monday. The shooting happened at a home on Bouvier Drive. Investigators believe the shooting happened during a disturbance between teens at a party. 2 people were shot. No word on the initial shooting suspect's condition.
So a reminder, the flags collected during our Flag for a Flag event will be retired with honor during a special ceremony on Thursday. It will take place at 10 a.m. at the Coastal Bend State Veterans Cemetery. The retirement ceremony was previously scheduled for June 16th, but that was canceled due to weather. The public is welcome to attend, and our Flag for a Flag event this year collected a total of 1,989 flags.
Alrighty, take a live look outside now from our SPID sky cam under those partly cloudy skies, kind of mixed with that sunshine coming in with that sunrise with the cloud cover right now. But taking a look at our traffic flows, you can see things are a little bit more busy heading on SPID right now, but still moving pretty well, letting you know that heading out the door, you're not looking at too much of any traffic issues right now, thankfully. Let's go ahead and take a look at other roadways to see what else you can expect here. Moving on the JFK Causeway, going to and from the island, also looking at pretty easy driving conditions. Heading on over to Flower Bluff, a little bit of a different story, but got a bit of a mixture of medium slow speed that you'll encounter heading in both directions on Waldron Road. A little bit of the same heading on Flower Bluff Drive, and just a bit of a slow speed as you get closer towards the gate at NAS Corpus Christi. Moving on over towards downtown, heading on Ocean Drive in one direction, looking at a bit of a medium speed there too. All clear though heading on SPID and on Saratoga for your start of your Wednesday morning. That's for your traffic report. The details of your forecast coming up.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter in Port Aransas. The I.B. McGee Beach Park reopened in March of 2024 after it was devastated by Hurricane Harvey. A resident says it's having issues like a broken elevator, so I took those concerns to county officials. Nancy Hamilton shared her frustrations with me about I.B. McGee Beach Park. Her biggest concern? She was told the elevator that goes up 3 floors has been down for over a year. Hamilton also showed me rusted nails on the railings on the observation deck and a lack of picnic tables at the campsites. She questions why the county is expanding the park instead of fixing current problems. I reached out to Nueces County Coastal Parks Director Scott Cross, who says the elevator has only been down for 4 to 5 months. He adds that they're waiting on a back-ordered part. He says they should have an update this week on when it'll arrive. As far as the rust, he calls it deferred maintenance that gets handled in the fall.
Everything is sound.
Cross says a $7.5 million expansion is funded by a federal grant with a deadline. The project will add about 25 RV sites and tent camping and has nothing to do with the broken elevator. The expansion of this campsite is expected to be completed by February of 2027. In Port Aransas, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, KRIS 6 News.
Well, KRIS 6 News has teamed up with the Gulf Coast Humane Society for the Clear the Shelter initiative.
Yes, every day this week we'll feature some of the pets that you can bring home. And this morning we have sweet little Nova. Nova is a 3-year-old shepherd mix. This lively girl is full of energy and always ready for fun. She's looking for someone who could match her zest for life. And she's been with the Gulf Coast Humane Society for a year. Her adoption fee is now waived.
And we really need to help Nova find a forever home, too. She deserves lots of love and attention, and of course, those belly rubs. To meet Nova today over the Gulf Coast Humane Society and possibly take her home forever, you can always visit them. They're at 3118 Cabaniss Parkway.
Here's a look at what's trending now. Be on the lookout for bogus Labubus. That's a message from the Better Business Bureau. If you haven't heard, the Labubu is the hot toy for kids of all ages. According to the BBB scam tracker, more than 70 people have reported purchasing counterfeit Labubus. In some cases, people who thought they were buying a Labubu got a fake one or nothing at all. The BBB advises consumers to shop with reputable retailers and to be leery about deals that seem too good to be true because they are kind of pricey.
Wow, they
the
are,
tiny little things.
And they run out super fast too. And in fact, the market, the Asian market, V-Marts, yeah, they actually carry those every once in a while when they get one in.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They have them in for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Wow, they're so popular. Like, I mean, I think celebrity culture doesn't help too. Like all the celebrities are carrying them, like having them like attached to their purses or their phone cases or whatnot. I don't know. I
got to watch out for the fake ones though.
I don't think I want one. It's okay.
No?
It's
Do you want
Some of them are kind of cute.
Their smiles are creepy. Like
they are
I don't know.
disturbing.
I don't want to say the word I'm thinking of because I don't know if that's okay. But it's just like I don't know. It's the sharp teeth. They're menacing. I'll use that one.
There you
menacing look to them.
So if you saw a Labubu on your desk in the morning tomorrow, how would you feel?
Oh, I swat it away.
Uh-oh.
It's like, that's $100 worth. I'm just kidding.
Well, that may be menacing, but is our forecast going to be menacing? I know it kind of was the other day.
Yeah, it was. We saw a little bit some severe thunderstorms pass on through some neighborhoods, but now at this point, our rain chances are beginning to dwindle. Now only expecting maybe a couple stray showers for some northern and coastal neighborhoods ahead for us this afternoon. Into the day, we're again stray at best to be expected. That heat and humidity is going to really start to take over, so we'll see a return of those air temperatures reaching back up towards those upper 90s for some neighborhoods, and that heat risk is also going to begin to increase starting today as well. So let's go ahead and get into what else you can expect in the forecast today here at a glance. Hot and muggy, that's going to be the name of the game for us today, and as we quite frankly look ahead towards the remainder of our work week, temperatures reaching towards those mid and upper 90s, especially for areas that aren't going to see those stray showers that are possible in the forecast today. You're more likely to see your air temperatures reach back up towards those upper 90s. And again, that heat and humidity is still going to be here, whether we get that rain coming in throughout some neighborhoods or not. That moisture is still going to be in place. So that's instead going to lead towards an increase in our feels like temperatures reaching nearby back towards those 110s, thereby increasing our heat risk and heat danger back up towards that major risk for some neighborhoods ahead for us this afternoon. And again, rain chances are going to begin to decrease today, heading towards the end of our work week. So stray showers will be possible ahead for us by the time we reach this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get into what else that means for your dog walking forecast today. But first, introducing our star here, we got Yuki, and Yuki can expect some pretty decent walking conditions heading out the door early this morning, but it's still going to be humid, so just be prepared for that. But in terms of no rainfall expected during the morning hours, and air temperatures being somewhat agreeable throughout most of the morning until around midday. We can expect those temperatures increasing already towards those lower 90s, but throughout most of the early morning hours, things should be feeling pretty comfortable for Yuki heading out the door for their dog walk. Taking a look at our forecast throughout the rest of our day, going to have an afternoon high temperature of 97 degrees here in Corpus Christi, so still hot and humid for us here in the area, and again, expecting some stray thunder showers possible for some coastal, but mostly northern neighborhoods ahead for us by the time we reach this afternoon. A little bit close towards lunchtime, we'll see a bit of an increase of our rain chances. Still, again, straight at nature, not looking at anything truly significant from our rain event at all today. And then as we head towards around 6 o'clock in the evening, rain chances will continue to decrease towards nothing at that point, and that's going to be maintained ahead for us for our upcoming Thursday. And rain chances are going to continue to not really look very promising for us for the upcoming days, even though we will have moisture still technically in place for us over the next few days, but it's just not going to translate towards decent rain chances as high pressure from the northwest is going to begin to extend to us here in the coastal bend. So high pressure, that just locks it in with a lot of heat and humidity, promotes more sunshine in the forecast, so we can see that coming in at our 7-day here. So looking at more of a return of that heat that we saw last week, with those feel like temperatures reaching back towards those 110s for us as we head towards this weekend.
Yeah, just in time for the weekend, though.
I love it. I'm happy.
Still a little too hot for my taste, but it's all right. I'll stay underneath that shade that Michelle was throwing.
He's doing the DIY stuff in the backyard.
You're so
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. We will see you soon. Have a great day.